Okay, hello everybody. I hope you can hear me. Let me see. Let me check my volume. Okay, hello everybody. I hope you can hear me. Okay, good. It's working. I think I have to lower my volume though. It seems like I'm not even talking that loud, and it seems loud. Sounds, recording, properties, levels. I'll try 80%. That should be good. Hello? What happened? My cursor disappeared, blinked out of existence. It just died. Alright, and I got the camera today, so you can see my face. Those who want to see the face, you got the face cam. So we're still on the drawing kobold creatures, and the last couple streams I did this. Just a reminder of what I did in the past. Did these two little characters. But now I want to do like a bigger one. Now I was thinking of doing it like a kobold assassin. This would be this is not going to be a thumbnail. This would be like a bigger illustration. And so far I really don't know, like, right now my mind is blank about this next pose. Like, I don't know. I know it's assassin, but I don't know what this kobold's going to be. If it's going to be like on the ground or in the tree. That's besides the point. I need to get the pose down. So what kind of cool pose could I give this kobold? And sometimes when I don't know, I just start throwing lines down. So maybe I'll have him face that direction, I guess. So can you see that? Okay, that's on camera. So I usually start with a spine angle. This is my favorite things to do. Start with a spine angle. And if I feel like it has to be lower, or more like crouched, then I do that. Because in my mind, as I put this line down, I'm already thinking that's too upright. And this is like, okay, that looks better. Looks like he's crouched, And maybe he's crouched. And I give him his. It's all placeholder art right now, by the way. All these shapes are placeholder art. Put his head there, and they have a snout. So it's more like that. But for now, we put the head there, and maybe shoulder here. Again, I'm going with simple shapes. And shoulders there, and this arm's back, like that. And here's the fist. Elbow, shoulder. It's the famous lion skeleton of mine. And maybe the other arm is doing the same thing, right? Elbow, and sort of the other arm is hidden behind his body. For now, and then we'll erase this spine angle. So you guys can see how my mind works. I should put this here. Sometimes the camera loses focus. So his arms are sort of back, like he's crouching and he's ready to lunge at somebody. So we have, let's see here. Looking at my reference. So his the crotch area would be here, and the hips. Hip bones. There you go. The hip bones there. They're just really spheres. It's not really not an actual hip bone, but that tells me more or less where the legs are going to go. Am I in camera? You can see me, right? Okay. And Obviously, one foot, one leg's gonna be forward, and the other one's going back. So this guy's like crawling, crouching, crawling. Now I could have his left leg forward and his right leg back, which I think I'll do that. Or I can have his right leg forward and left leg back. But I think I like the other idea better. So let's say this is this left leg, right? And these guys have funny legs. They go, I'll show you on camera. This is the top leg, the calf, and it goes this way. So it's like I don't know, sort of like a lightning form. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then 3, and then we got the toes. Ta-da! Look at that, 2 toes, because they only have 2 toes. And the other leg, to make it more exciting, more dynamic, it's already a dynamic pose because we have angles. Okay, what makes things dynamic? Can you guys see me on camera? Let's see here. I think like a mouth center or something. What makes a pose dynamic are angles like this. You know, these angles, triangular angles. That's what makes things dynamic. So this is left leg. His right leg could be like this, and it's going back. So this leg is going to be closer to us. His right leg is going back, so it'll be further away from us. Make sure you get the length the same. See the length of this leg should be about this, maybe a little smaller than this one because it's going back in perspective. Wouldn't be as long as this one. Okay. So this, his toes over here, 2 toes. Now, this is fists. So we got the skeleton down, the lines and stuff. So the next step is to give him some girth and make him thick. You know, give him some meat on the skeleton. So these guys have, I'll show you the picture. They have big heads. Okay. They're sort of a little cartoony looking. So I gotta make sure I get the proportions properly. So this is like the head. Looks like an egg. But that's perfectly fine. And in this shoulder, they have neck circle. See, now I have to adjust things as I'm doing this, because now I have to put the neck right. So here's the neck. The neck has run into the shoulder. So now I have to adjust, make changes, which is what I always usually do anyways. So the shoulder's back here now. And then this goes like that, and that goes like that. So essentially, I'm like animating. And erasing the old arm, just to make it cleaner looking. Then we have the fist here, elbow, shoulder. The other shoulder's here. I think I have to adjust this arm too, because I give them the long neck that they have. So this other shoulder's here. This arm would be like that. Like that is an elbow. Okay. Next thing would be to there's his chest, which is basically, of course, this is foreshortened. Okay. It's a foreshortened three-quarter view. So this is the chest, and I need to make sure the neck is attached to the chest. So the neck is in front of the chest, and the head is in front of the neck. So that's how you get your foreshortening. So the neck is in front of this, and the head is in front of the neck. And then I can have his mouth open. I mean, we can do that later, right? I mean, I'm just going to throw it in there for now. He's got an open mouth. And now I'm going to erase some of the line work here that I no longer need. And now I'll put the abdomen. And guess what? Everything moves again. And all because I gave him a long neck. Because they do have long necks. And so now I have to move his leg. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? You make one change and everything else changes. And this is how I usually go about doing my artwork. One hip here, hip here. You can give it. You can also angle it. You know, give it a nice angle. Like that, maybe. And then I have to redo this leg completely. For that, I'll use a bigger eraser. Knee. Toes. There you go. And then this leg, I think it's almost too static looking. Too straight. I don't like that angle. So I will erase that line. I'm just picky. And you should be picky if you're an artist. If you don't like something, redo it. Redo it. And this is the perfect time or perfect stage to redo stuff. You're in the sketching stage. You're and trying to nail down the pose. Maybe this could go back. It's going to go off screen, unfortunately, but that's all right. There's the knee, the leg. So this is an assassin kobold that I'm working on. It's based off this reference, just in case you weren't here. I did these a while ago, 2014. That was a long time ago. 2014 I did this. Jeez. So I'm drawing one of those guys, but as an assassin. And here we can have the knives, the daggers, whatever. I'll just throw lines for now. And then here you have to sort of imagine where the other hand is. So back here, and you think maybe the hand would probably be right here. It's important you do this so you know where the dagger falls. The other dagger would be over here, which would stick out a little bit here. There. You see just a little part of the blade. Now I'll just erase some of that work. You don't have to erase all the lines, but you know, because the sketch lines are really nice. You know, it just gives the drawing, makes it look fluid. You don't want to have like a really boring stiff lines that are perfectly straight or really dark. It's just dead. You don't want to do that. Okay, so now we have pretty much, well, let's continue. Let's build up the arms. Look at my reference over there. So they have some shoulders, shoulder armor, like so. And the other one would be over here. I'm not sure you could see that shoulder armor. Maybe a little bit. We'll see. And then this got straps. I believe they got some straps on there. Because it's something that's holding the armor up. Like that, and then it'd be the same thing on the other side. We'll see how that works out. And now I will. Okay. The shoulder armor has like this black border. Wait, which LED is this? Okay, I'm sketching an H LED, just so you know. And this is like black, so I'll shade that. We'll see more of the top of the shoulder here than the bottom because we started looking down at him. And there's spikes on this thing, but I'm not going to do the spikes yet. Let's move on to the arm. There's a bone here, the elbow. Tricep back here. Now, these guys are not very buffed. You know, they're not like Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything. Bicep, but they do have muscles. And here we have the forearm, and we're gonna have to put the fist. And when you do fists, just think of a square like that, except it's an angled square because your fist is not perfect square. What was that? You know, you look at your. I look at my fist all the time, and it's squarish, but not exactly. So there, and then they only have 3 fingers. So we have a knuckle here and a knuckle there. They can have knuckles. One here, the other finger here. And I'm going to erase some of these lines so you can see what's going on because it's getting kind of messy. My camera? Okay. I gotta check my camera once in a while because I forget to move it. I'm going to erase the interior detail. I don't need it. And then they have like some cloth, or sorry, leather bracers. And we're sort of looking a 3/4 view at this guy, so we have to put a curve here. Curve here. And a curve down here. But they seem to taper out to the hand wider. So I need to make sure I do that. Like that. And then I will erase the details in the inside. And then the dagger would be in here somewhere. I'm just going to do an oval for now. And I'm going to erase. This is a click eraser, by the way. It's really useful. You just can erase. You get a tip here. Can you see it? It's a little tip. You can erase like really thin lines and stuff. Let me see here. Dun, 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 dun. I think I got this wrong. This would be the top of the arm. So the knuckles would be over here. So it all depends how you're going to bend the wrist. Like this is the back of the hand right here. So you're going to see just 2 knuckles. I'm not going to see too much. And the knuckles could have some detail. Maybe some veining, I don't know. some little details. And then we're going to put the little stripes on this thing. And let's see here. Looks like there's a leather strap up here. Leather strap up here, which I have it dark. And to put some movement, like he's moving forward, what we're going to do is have the little end part, just give it some movement like that. Shade it in. Maybe this one could be lower, like that. And we can erase this line. Don't need that one. So these things, you know, they're exaggerated. You want to do some exaggeration. That shows movement. And then he has like these. There's 3. He's counting 3 little gems or whatever, jewels. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is not necessary, but I'm going off my original sketch. Alright, since we're looking 0.75 at him, we're going to see the tricep here. Just like that. You're not going to see much of a muscle here. There's the forearm. But there, we got that done. And we got to put the spikes on the shoulder. They're coming off this black part. Let's see here. Looks like 4 spikes, 4 or 5 spikes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. 5 spikes on the shoulder armor. Now these are embedded into that shoulder piece right here. So I'm gonna erase some of the black shading that I put in there to show that it's attached there, like that. Okay, what's next? I'll draw his chest area. I will erase this line. I don't need it anymore. And it goes in like this and out like that. He does have a belt. Again, this belt has to be 3/4, like it's going around his waist, like that. And there's some more details here. They're also gonna have to curve the body because the body is rounded, so it's like this, right? You can imagine that the line's going all the way around his body, like that. More or less, something like that. And I'll just erase these. I don't need these. And this is the other shoulder. We have the tricep over here, elbow, arm. Let me erase this detail. It's good to learn about anatomy. Look at the human body And look at the muscles. And then I'm going to put this black strap here. Again, curved, because the armor's going back. And then we're going to put these little straps here. And then the other one. Just to show some movement. Maybe I should work on the head now. Erase this. Now we start looking again down at this guy. This guy doesn't look very happy, he looks very angry. So this is the brow area. I'm looking at my reference here. I need to get some new glasses. It's starting to look blurry. Then we have the eye and the bags under the eye. You have the snout, and you get the little nostrils. I hear the ambulance. Damn, those things are so noisy. The other nostril over here, sort of flaring. And again, we're looking at a 3/4 view, so we're gonna curve these for now. And they have a pointy, like, lip area here. And it curves out like this. Actually, I don't know if I can zoom in any more than this. If I zoom in too much, it starts to get blurry. Okay. I just gotta remember to zoom out later. It's weird. It looks longer here and it looks more squashed on camera. Okay. That was weird. Okay, so we have this going on. This is the mouth area. It sort of goes out and in, out, in. And if he's got his mouth open, it's almost the same thing. Well, these guys are lizard creatures, just in case you're wondering. I'm going to give this a thickness to that lip. And he does have a jawbone just back here, like that. And it slopes up. The heads slope up like this. And these are going to curve too. Like that. And their eyes are black and they have like white pupils. So I'm just going to quickly shade this in. They're ugly. They do have like a lip that goes around the mouth. Like a chicken lip or whatever. And these will also be curved. Like that. And they have a bunch of tiny little teeth. They don't have big teeth, but they have a bunch of bunch of little teeth. So I'm going to erase this part of the mouth for now. So I can draw the teeth. Like that. We can skip a few, like maybe they lost a few teeth in the past. I don't know. I'm gonna give it some, make a story. Give it a story. Then we have teeth here and there. Some back there. Do some shading. Not too much. And now these guys have like spikes. They have spikes for beards. So I'm gonna give it some spikes. And these are black. Like that. And they also have them on the brows and on top of their head. So I'm gonna make a line here. That line's like the middle of the head, so I'm gonna have the spikes come off of there. And then the spikes go behind the head, so you're not gonna see a full spike. Let me see. Partial spike. And then you can erase these or this line here once you don't need it. I think it makes his eyes a little bigger. I'm looking at my reference here. I have to adjust the bags. He's got little bags underneath the eyes. Okay, I'm still on camera. Okay, good. And then there's like a little lip around the eye. Now I'm getting to the details. You know, the little details of the character or this creature. Then we have the bag. And then here, the same thing is going on. Scales. And this is like a cheekbone here. A little shade here. Now I'm starting to do some shading. Some of my favorite parts, shading. I don't get something to get carried away and go into shading world. Okay, that's good for now. And now the ears go back. So I'll show you again. They're kind of weird looking ears. They don't stick up. They're just like they go back. So here, have this ear go back this way. It's attached here. Let's see how big I'm gonna make this ear. Gotta think about this. Let me erase this line. There we go. It's thicker down here. Make sure I'm still on camera. Okay, good. This is the temple area. Just this part here. This part. And then we have some line work in here. let's get this right here. His eyebrow is like, there you go, pointy. And then we have, this brow has a ridge to it. It has a hard ridge. So I shade the bottom part, bottom half of it, to show that there's a light's coming from the top and there's a shadow underneath the ridge. So this is, it's funny because when I record it flips everything. It looks like I'm left-handed, but I'm not. I kid you not, I'm not left-handed. What else can I do? Guess the neck area, right? So we have this here. And the same thing is going on with the neck. We have these circular things. They get smaller and smaller as it gets towards the head. I'm just going to shade this like that, just a little bit. Let's zoom out, see the whole thing. So there you go. I mean, it is coming along, and I think I'm going to cut my stream here for now, and I will continue on this drawing maybe tomorrow or next week. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to end this right now. Peace, guys.